Yes, miss. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Now there is no noise.
Alhamdulillah. This is really nice. Okay, so I think everyone is back now. So you guys will find everything about the project again on the SMS. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about earthquakes because this is a part of the lesson. Okay. Um, again, I think everyone just joined. We still have some people missing. I hope they will join as soon as possible. If you guys have any questions about the project, of course, you can still send me anytime. Okay, we
Yes,
still have a
miss.
whole week for it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so again, guys, I wanted to get back to the earthquake to have a little talk about it. So the earthquake are sudden movements in the Earth's surface, shaking movement. You guys must know that. When I say earthquake, what comes first in your head is shaking of the ground. And that's because there is a sudden release of energy, okay? Because of
Okay.
tectonic movements. The plates are moving and they keep hitting each other, and then this causes the earthquakes. So, in the earthquakes, we have different, we can say, different things that we call zones. For example, the earthquake energy starts under the Earth's surface with a place called focus. So focus is the area where all the energy comes from. Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Example.
So again, focus is the area,
Is the
the
area?
ground where energy comes from. But above this area, directly above focus on the Earth's surface, we have this red dot. Can you see it?
Yeah.
This is called
Yes.
epicenter. And this is the area directly above the focus, which gets most of the injuries, destruction, and everything. Like, it's the most destroyed area. Okay. Yeah, this is the area which will get most of the destruction, most of the power, most of the energy.
Okay.
Again, so we have focus, which is the area under the Earth's layers where all the energy comes from. But the area above this focus is called epicenter, which means this is the area which gets most of the energy, which gets most of the earthquake. Yeah, if someone living on an epicenter, that means he was totally destroyed, or his house was totally destroyed. He got most of the earthquake. Okay, let me get back to your book here. So we have the word epicenter, and this is again the point on Earth's surface directly above the focus, as we said. Okay, so what is
Yes.
focus? Again, can someone tell me what is the focus?
It's the area that come from it all the energy.
Yes, it's the place within the crust where energy is released, okay, during an earthquake. It's like where the source of energy comes from. So we have three definitions still now. We have earthquake, focus, and epicenter. Earthquake is a shaking movement of the ground because of the sudden release of energy. So where does this energy comes from again? It comes from underneath, okay? There's a place called focus. It's where all the energy comes from, as we said. And on the surface of the Earth, we have another layer or another place, another zone that we call epicenter, and it's where most of destruction happens. But due to an earthquake, we can see some cracks. Can you see a crack?
Yes.
Can you see the crack in the middle here?
Yeah.
Yes. This is called fold. It's called
Fault.
fold. So this
Fold.
crack in here
It's fault.
is called fold. Just like mistake, fold. But here it means the crack on the Earth's surface. Okay.
Okay, miss.
You guys have any questions till now?
No.
You guys have any questions till now?
No.
Are you sure about
No.
that?
No. Yes.
Okay, let's get back to the book because we need some definitions for the book. So in here we have a big image. Sorry, here. It's showing you two tectonic plates. Can you see one going this way and one going the other way? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes, it's like two pieces of biscuits, you know, grinding past each other. Just keep frictioning them together or rubbing them together. In here, we have what we call, again, focus. This
The
is
focus.
the area where all the sun energy comes from. Above the focus, we have another area we call epicenter. It's where it is most destructive, actually. I'm sorry, it's most destroyed. And it gets most of the destruction. And the area that gets most of the earthquake, as we said. The crack in the middle, this crack in the middle, it's what we call a fault. Okay?
A fault.
How earthquakes are made? They made when two plates move suddenly. They can move past each other, like sliding past each other, or close to each other and hit each other. This will cause an earthquake. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Here also you have a picture of a crack on the Earth's surface. Can you see it? That's so scary. It can be so big. It can be so big, guys. I mean, you must have seen an earthquake on TV before. Have you ever seen an earthquake going on? Have you ever seen an earthquake going on TV?
No.
I haven't. On TV, yes, but on real, no.
Alhamdulillah, you didn't see it on real life. It's so scary. There's been an earthquake in 1993, I think. And this earthquake caused buildings to fall in Cairo, especially in Cairo, yes. Here in Bursaid, we had the same thing, but we didn't feel it as much as possible. But it's really known earthquake, and you can search for it. We can measure the earthquakes. We can measure the earthquakes. Like when I want to measure a distance, for example, if I'm gonna run today, I want to run maybe 3 kilometers, right? I see I will run 3 kilometers, which means a really long distance, but yeah, this is how we measure distance, right?
Yes.
Can we measure the earthquakes? Yes, we do. We use something called Richter scale. Here's what it's called, Richter scale. And this scale tells us whether the earthquake was so strong and dangerous, or we didn't just feel it. Some earthquakes happen and people do not feel it. I think we had something like that a couple of years ago. People were talking on the internet about an earthquake. Some people felt it, others didn't. So how do I know if this earthquake is so strong? Well, if this earthquake is maybe 2.0 on Richter scale, that means maybe I will not be able to feel it. It's not so strong. Okay?
Miss, now I have a question.
Yes?
how we will measure it?
With Richter scales. Like, let me show it to you. I was going to
Yes, how we measure it with the Richter scale.
It just works. It measures all the shaking. Yeah, you don't measure it with your own hand. It's a device. It shows you numbers, just like the thermometer. You just put it on your mouth, in your mouth, and it shows you number. The same for Richter scale. Just yeah,
Okay.
measures all the shaking and show it to you. Let me show it to you now. I was going to show it to you at the end, but it's okay. Let me show it to you now. Everyone can see the screen, yes. So in here you can see it's with a string. Once there is shaking, this heavy metal will move and it will do this diagram on a piece of paper. The number that it shows, we will use it on Richter scale. Here we have a Richter scale, okay? Just like Mohs hardness scale, the one that measures how hard rocks are, minerals are, remember this?
Yes, most hard scale.
Yeah. This is another scale, but this is for earthquakes. So we have like from 2 to 8, okay? So in 2, we really don't feel it, okay? From 2 maybe to 6, we don't really feel it, it's not that strong. But when we start with 6, that means it's so strong and it will destroy buildings and maybe will cause some injuries for people, maybe some death cases going on. Until 8 is the greatest number an earthquake can actually reach. Like sometimes you can hear it and you saying, okay, this earthquake was 5 on Richter scale. 5 is so strong too. I mean, it says here that it's moderate, but it's still so dangerous. It can cause places or buildings to actually fall down. So this is the scale, but this is the seismometer that measures the earthquake. It's on a string. I'm sorry, a spring. Can you see it? This one moves once there is an earthquake. Okay, of course it comes in different shapes. It comes in different shapes. For example, it can be like this, like a ball and shaking. Okay, and it's ball with a bend, something look like bend at the bottom.
Miss, we have grade 5 enter again.
Okay, because the session is almost over. We still have 2 minutes. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is how the device looks, guys. Okay, it comes in different shapes, as I said. All of them measure the same thing, which is an earthquake. The number we get, we use it on the Richter scale, and the Richter scale shows us how strong this earthquake is. Okay? Do you guys have any questions before leaving? Because we still have 1 minute for the session to end. Do you have any questions?
Nothing. Nothing.
Questions?
Nothing.
Any questions about the project?
No.
Okay. Don't hesitate in sending me questions anytime you want. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.